bases at the moment. Spire going down. I suspect the Spire's main purpose will be to build Scourges, just to take out those observers. Really a good way of just solidifying his advantage there with lurkers against TT1's ground forces. But we've actually got a big attack coming in. Remember, he hasn't actually disposed of those zealots already in position to attack the expansion. He's bringing in a new force. He has got an observer. XiaOzI hasn't got anything in position to actually shoot the observer down. He's only got lurkers, and this is going to be a violent attack here. We've got Protoss forces streaming in. The Protoss has got a lot of zealots in, and those lurkers are going to eventually go down. The sunken colony is going to go down. Really powerful attack by TT1 here, and looks like XiaOzI is going to lose his expansion. It's very, very decisive attack by TT1. Let's see if this pays off. Definitely going to wipe out a lot, do a lot of damage. And oh my god, here we go. A drop coming in from XiaOzI. All of those overlords are full up with lurkers and Zerglings. Only 2 photon cannons in defense by TT1. Forces dropping in. Lurkers going to be burrowing. Oh my god, this is going to be doing a huge amount of damage. The probes are just left there. Not very many places they can go. Trying to just escape throughout TT1 space, but those lurkers are just doing plenty of damage. Ouch, that was a rather painful attack there. TT1's forces have managed to take out that expansion, but at the cost of just setting himself back a bit in terms of economy. There's still 2 lurkers there which have not been taken out, and they're just. I think the crucial thing is they're preventing the drones from coming, so the probes coming back and actually mining again. And a second drop being loaded up for XiaOzI, as you've seen there. This could be pretty dangerous. It's really keeping the pressure on, and if he keeps doing this, and if TT1 is not able to defend in a consistent manner, it's really going to allow XiaOzI to take control of this game. And again, we've got a huge number of, well, not a huge number, but a significant number of Zerglings and lurkers just being dropped in. And again, the probes are going to have to just evacuate. He's going to lose a bunch of probes in the process. So if this keeps happening, TT1's really going to be getting short of probes. And he's still not being able to take out. He's not being able to put up that expansion at the gas position, I don't think. Just looking at the minimap, so really under pressure at the moment with TT1. Probes again coming back. He still has a lot of probes, but a few more attacks like that, and XiaOzI is going to have a solid lead. However, he's still been keeping his cool and doing a lot of macro management. TT1, that is, and he's got a large force on the ground. So if the 2 armies did sort of meet in a straight fight, TT1 might have an advantage, just given that, well, that's just taking into account the forces he's got on the field and back at base. Again, we're seeing TT1 move around and just scouting with his army. I guess, fair enough, because he's got not much opposition out in the field, but you'd think he might scout with 1 observer or a probe or something. Anyway, XiaOzI cleverly dropping a lurker in just to stop TT1's expansion at the 1 o'clock position from getting any mileage, and this is quite good. All he needs is 1 lurker. And in the meantime, we've got another drop coming in. This is what I'm talking about. Another drop, just pressure on by XiaOzI, and Scourges coming in. I really like this play. Oh my god, be careful with the observer. I don't even think he realizes that he's moving the observer out, and they've got an attack coming in. Oh my god. Scourge is taking out the observer, but it's not all that bad, because TT1 had some forces there to actually prevent XiaOzI coming in. So if what had happened is that there weren't any forces there to protect, and XiaOzI had come in and knocked out the observer, then he would have been able to do a significant amount of damage. But in this case, he hasn't actually attacked, and TT1 might be able to get a little bit of momentum back. Note that TT1's got some forces here just being intercepted by the lurkers. Not liking this little skirmish. The lurkers are really going to be able to do a fair amount of damage here. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate here by TT1, just getting caught with his pants down, so to speak. I really feel like XiaOzI, rather than being in complete control of the game, has got a significant lead, even if it's just a small lead, which he can consistently keep. And I don't see TT1 doing anything in particular to threaten him. We've got photon cannons down at the entrance ramp to that expansion, so he might be able to hold it. He's definitely got a need to get some something of an economic lead now. I think, yeah, we've got XiaOzI expanding down at the 5 o'clock position, and that's really going to be a good one because of the double gas, Zerg with double gas there. Looks like a drop coming in. Oh, this is really good. I really love this play here by XiaOzI. Instead of dropping his main, because TT1's expecting that, he's coming over to the expansion then, even though he's already got a lurker to take it out, just threatening him, and those photon cannons at the ramp are going to do no damage, and TT1 has really just got to sort of keep moving his forces around to places where he didn't really want to have to move. Having said that, though, it looks like he's not bothered to defend his expansion. Instead, he's actually going to go for an assault, and just bear in mind that TT1 has been macromanaging fairly heavily and has got a decent force. Those Zealots are upgraded, he's got Dragoons backing him, and an Archon. So more than enough forces to actually win a decisive battle at this point, so the game's not over, but TT1 does not have time on his side, I feel, because XiaOzI has really got a group of overlords full of drops just threatening to do the thing, and he's got an expansion coming up, so now dropping the troops off, looking like he might be able to just attack maybe that new expansion going up for Protoss. Yeah, he's just moving in, and meanwhile TT1's forces are threatening to attack his main base, but that's not going to happen, and really feel like XiaOzI's cunning is really just coming into effect. He seems to be one step ahead of his opponent at every point, and this is maybe what is the reason why he's actually at the top of the ladder at the moment, well, near the top of the ladder, and just doing so well in this league. It's just, he always seems to just play in a fairly error-free way, and his timing is really good. He's got a great game sense, and TT1 is no lousy player. He's building a lot of troops. He's really keeping it strong, but just in terms of where he's moving in his game decisions, he's just not quite as sharp. And that looks to be why XiaOzI is ahead. But hold that thought, because TT1 has got a massive force, and it can only take one battle to turn the tide of the game at this point. It just depends what TT1 decides to do with it, and I'm not sure what he will do. I don't think he'll attack the Zerg main base. He could, looking like he's threatening to now. Let's see if he goes in. We've got some other forces over here. Yeah, attacking the main base. We've got a lurker there and 2 sunken colonies, and I'm just worried about the choke point. It's just fairly small for the Protoss forces to get in and get trapped. And what he's spotted now is he's spotted XiaOzI's expansion at the 5 o'clock position, so just rerouting his entire group, heading over now to take out that expansion. And I'm not sure how well defended it is, but I do know that there's a ramp there, and it's quite easy for him to hold the ramp. Charging up the ramp now, Archon's leading the charge, but notice how he's got 5 lurkers in the spread out really cleverly. It means the High Templars are not going to be able to storm the area very effectively, and those lurkers will just have a huge amount of crossfire and already doing a huge amount of damage. I mean, we've got such a big Protoss force that he should be able to take out the lurkers with the help of that observer. But I think this is going to be too costly for TT1. Just taking a lot of damage here, and looks like we've got Zerglings coming in on the minimap, just ambushing them from the back, just reinforcements arriving, and yeah, he's just lost a massive force there, unfortunately, and has not been able to take out the expansion crucially. And oh my god, XiaOzI's got another drop coming in, a massive force. There's even more overlords than before, and looks like most of them are full up with troops. We've got photon cannons there and Storm in defense. This is a pretty good defense by TT1, but XiaOzI is not going to be prevented from getting forces into TT1 space. So again, TT1 is just going to have a whole period of time where he's not going to be able to move out. He's just going to have to deal with this, and XiaOzI's got plenty of time to arrange yet another attack and just keep the pressure on. And looks like we've got a Forge upgrading armor, but it's taken down before the upgrade finishes. Devastating attack there. It's not been totally crippling, but XiaOzI has definitely got the momentum here, and that's what this drop was all about. Because TT1's forces were just held up in his own base, it's easy for just a group of Zerglings, a mere group of Zerglings, to come in and get rid of this expansion. And this is an expansion that TT1 badly needed. He wasn't able to secure the 1 o'clock, and the swarm is just enveloping and wiping him out. Now, we've got to the point in the replay where my software is going a bit fuzzy, and that means the game is over. TT1 just lost. XiaOzI has won. This has been another game in the TSL brought to you by Vol. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for your feedback in the forums, and look forward to delivering some more soon. See ya.